Well, back in 2012, that was an exciting time visiting China. That time I was visiting China for a very, very different purpose. I was representing Grandmaster Yang and his family, the Yang style, in the, I want to say, third. There was a series of tournaments that occurs once every 5 years. So my teacher insisted that I get involved with that tournament because I was going through a ranking process. When we were developing the Buffalo Yangchen Fu Tai Chi Center at the Red Dragon School of Martial Arts, that comes with responsibilities. And one of those responsibilities is you got to qualify to be able to teach that family tradition. So part of that qualification process is you can go through some tests. You can do it that way. Or you can use the international competition method. And in order to shorten that process time frame, he just, kind of insisted that that's what I do. So it ended up being great. I ended up having good fortune in that tournament. I won 2 gold medals. I won one for form and one for weaponry, and a silver medal for a second weapon, which was the saber. So that accumulated enough points to qualify for the ranking that it was necessary for, and as a result it turned out to be very fortunate. So it was just a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I was featured in international magazine, and I want to say visited by the media, and it was a great day, right? So that was a lot of fun. So during that time, what was so cool was when you think about going to places like that and competing in an international tournament of that nature, what was so interesting, I didn't have any coaches with me, I didn't have anybody with me. I was there basically to enter the tournament and try to do the best I could. So what ended up happening, and this is really amazing, outside the tournament, all the competitors are warming up and they're trying to shake off the nerves and get ready for the tournament. And I'm in the backside with a bunch of guys all dressed in their tournament garb, so to speak, and the only white guy in the area anyways, and most of the folks are Chinese over there. So in summary, I'm practicing by myself, and this gentleman, very kind, came up to me, and he's, in his Chinese way, he had a stopwatch, and he wanted to know if I wanted to be timed, because in these tournaments, one of the constraints you're under is that you have to finish your event under a certain time frame, otherwise you lose points. So he was basically helping me along with the idea of doing it under the right time frame, so to speak. And that was amazing. Here's this gentleman, very kind, helping me make adjustments, lift your arm, move this way, do this, that, right? Using mostly body language and light contact. And it was just amazingly helpful, right? So anyways, you go to the tournament, you line up, have your hand in your card, and you're waiting for your name to be called up, and sure enough, Robert Gott, USA, okie dokie. So I stand up and I walk up to the middle of the ring, and because there are 3,500 competitors, they double up on these things. So 2 people would, illustrate at the same time, and they would run the whole team of people, and then the points would be gathered and judges would tabulate, and that's how you ended up discerning whether you won or not. So anyways, I'm standing there, calls up another gentleman whose name of course I don't recognize, it's in Chinese, and who do you suppose it is? Yep, the same guy who was helping me. Oh my God, right? So anyways, I had good fortune, ended up doing a good job and walking out of there with the gold. And what was amazing was, when you think about this, again, I'm in a foreign country, and, they're announcing all the winners and stuff like that. I'm kind of by myself in a corner, And, when my name finally did get called, they make a pretty big fuss. And I'm thinking, well, that's very kind of them. I'm thinking, why would they be like that, And in talking with one of the folks that were there, a young lady who fortunately spoke the language, explained to me that, when you think about what's happening here, I'm coming to their country and I'm learning their art form. So in doing so, I'm paying them a great compliment. And in doing so and excelling and having good fortune and taking it to this level means that I really take it seriously, right? And it pays, I want to say, good honor to their country, their culture, their system. So very praising, very helpful, very kind as a result of that, and it was just amazing. It was just something you normally don't always expect, so to speak. So it really was a wonderful time, and it was just a great honor to represent the United States and to walk away with a couple of golds and a silver. So that was the trip in 2012.